A New York City cat lady has managed to shock a city that considers itself immune to the shocking. The woman lives in a cramped Queens apartment and kept 50 cats. 50. At least until Animal Services found out. Tom Yamas of our NBC station WNBC joins us in studio. You know, the thing is, there's a show now that's dedicated to hoarders.
About hoarders, yeah.
And this is a case where people are hoarding pets.
Yeah, and it's a big problem across the country. 900 to 2,000 new cases every year in this country. And it's not just cats and dogs, it's reptiles and farm animals. As you mentioned, we met a woman in Queens whose generosity grew out of control.
We'll do one at a time.
So I'll load the front door to clear this.
Catching cats is not easy.
Come here, baby. Come here.
They see cages and they tend to spook really easily.
Especially when there are 50 cats in a cramped two-bedroom apartment.
The smell of urine, ammonia, feces, it's not good.
That's a situation here in Queens. Too many cats and a cat hoarder who's been caring for them. Carmen, who did not want to show her face, has names for all 50 of her cats.
Bambino, Bambinucci.
Animal hoarders usually grow very attached to their pets.
They probably wouldn't consider themselves hoarders. We have Bambina.
The ASPCA's Fiona Knight says neighbors started complaining about the smell from Carmen's apartment.
Most of the time, neighbors, that's how we find out about cases like this. They complain about the smell of ammonia, the smell of cat urine. It crosses the line when there's just too many, and it starts affecting not only the owner's health, but also it can affect the cat's health.
That's a good boy.
That's what happened to Carmen. She suffers from asthma and emphysema.
The doctor says I can no longer have my cats or any other animal with hair.
So how did Carmen get to this point where there are literally cats everywhere all over her apartment? Well, she says she started with 2 cats. They were dropped off on her porch. 3 more were then dropped off. Those cats started breeding. More and more cats were dropped off over the years. And within 5 years, those 5 cats morphed into 50.
I don't know if I have a big heart, but I don't like to hurt anyone, especially animals. I love animals.
That love has left her bankrupt. Feeding 50 cats and keeping them healthy costs her more than $1,000 a month.
I have lots of debt. Debt with the bank, debt with credit cards. They're all maxed out.
In hoarding situations, the ASPCA will remove the animals in various stages to make sure they can find shelters.
Come on, big boy.
The service is free, and since Carmen is complying, she will not be fined. The cats will be taken to the New Rochelle Humane Society. They'll be given veterinarian care and put up for adoption. Carmen had this message for those looking to adopt.
That they take care of them. They're good cats.
And if you know someone who may be a hoarder, the best thing to do is to contact the ASPCA or your local animal shelter. As we mentioned in our report, most people who are hoarders have no idea they're a problem. All 50 cats you saw in our story are up for adoption, as we mentioned, at the New Rochelle Humane Society. That's in Westchester County. Do a Google search, you can find them.
It's enough of a problem that Animal Planet can do a whole reality show.
Oh, that's right.
Confessions of animal hoarders that they're hoarding.
And it's being reported more. The ASPCA says they're getting more and more cases because people know how to spot it.
When I was in local news, I covered a story similar to this, and what I remember is the incredible stench. I mean, were you just blown away going into it yourself?
I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't take off my jacket when I was in there because it smells really bad, and that smell stayed with us. It's the ammonia from the cat urine. It stays with you the entire day, so all those clothes have to be dry cleaned.
And the woman now is seeing these cats that she considered part of her family going out the door emotionally.
Oh, she was in tears. She was totally broken up, and she says, I said, do you realize you have a problem? And she says, listen, if I had the money, if I had a bigger house, I'd keep all the cats. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Tom, thanks.